What's going on, champs and champettes? It's FireMonkey here, and welcome back to another YouTube video. In today's video, we're only going to be talking about the Fortnite Championship Series for Chapter 2 Season 5, and this includes everything you need to know regarding the scheduling, where to watch in order to get free rewards, and much more. So without further ado, let's not waste any time and just hop right into today's video. So to quickly recap a blog post Epic Games released around like 8 days ago regarding FNCS for Chapter 2 Season 5, let's just quickly explain some stuff. FNCS is always going to be a Trios tournament, and every single year will be a Trios FNCS tournament. And now they're also changing stuff such as the pricing. So for 2021, the pinnacle of the Fortnite competitive scene, the FNCS will have $20 million in prizes, which if we compare this to the 2020 FNCS is $3 million more than last year. Now, since last year / last season, there have been a lot of modifications to the FNCS format thanks to the player support. So these changes are the following. Players will compete in a single cross-platform player pool, which allows for players on multiple devices to play together as teammates. Weekly qualifiers will have an additional round to pare down to the final lobby more gradually, and then once qualified to the semifinals, teams will be locked and not be able to play any additional qualifiers. So this means, let's say a team qualifies in the semifinals for week 1. That team won't be able to influence the week 2 or week 3 qualifiers by participating, so it's like, hey, you've already qualified from these semifinals, you are not allowed to play in the week 2, week 3, week 4 qualifiers in any other week that has a qualifier, as you've technically already made it to the semifinals. The semifinals and the finals will be played out on separate weekends to better manage both player fatigue and tournament operations, meaning that let's say you play the semifinals on one weekend, you obviously don't want to instantly go right into the finals, as you may be fatigued from practicing or trying really hard in that semifinal match. The top 3 teams from each region's finals will auto-qualify for the next season's FNCS finals, and this would require all 3 members of the team to remain together during that next season. So let's say you do FNCS Chapter 2 Season 5 and you make it into the top 3 teams. Well, you and your team would still have to be together if you wanted to play in the Chapter 2 Season 6 FNCS finals without having to re-qualify. Now, with all these new little changes out of the way, let's talk about the schedule for Chapter 2 Season 5. So the first qualifier is on February 4th through the 7th. The second qualifier is February 11th through the 14th. The third qualifier is February 18th through the 21st. There's a bye week between February 25th, 28th, and then the semifinals will take place March 5th through March 7th, with the reboot round being on March 12th and 13th, and then the finals taking place from March 12th to March 14th. Quickly explain what the reboot round is. Basically, the teams ranked between the top 9th and 16th place in each semifinals group will move to this special round, the reboot round. And basically, the reboot round is a winners takes all single match where the team that earns the victory royale will be rewarded with a qualifying ticket to the finals. So let's say you made it to the semifinals, but you didn't manage to make it out of the semifinals. There is a single round where one person, or at least one team that didn't make it, has the chance of making it back into the finals through the reboot round. Now, regarding the prize pool for FNCS this year, EU has a total prize pool of $1.35 million, NA East has $690,000, NA West has $300,000, same with Brazil, Asia has $150,000, the Middle East has $120,000, and Oceanic has $90,000. And then they also state regarding this that they also have plans for mid and end-year competitions where they will bring together the top performing FNCS players from each region to compete for an additional $8 million in prizes. Now, these next little bit of changes that I'm about to mention are only for the competitive side of things, so if you play solos, duos, trios, or squads, you're completely fine, but if you play arena mode or one of the competitive playlists, you won't have these special, abilities, because this is effects that affect you guys. So there's the addition of the lever-action shotgun, as you guys have seen recently. The Rift Fish is vaulted, shockwave grenades are vaulted, elevators and IO guards are not in competitive, sand tunneling will remain in competitive as long as it remains in the core playlist, which may not be much longer because if you guys are unaware, there are currently a lot more bugs with sand tunneling, such as the ability to straight up just fly into the sky. And then they've also adjusted how many bars the players start with in competitive game modes so that they don't earn too many, but don't actually lose out on having so little. Now with all that out of the way, let's start talking about the FNCS Twitch drops. So they have another round of Fortnite Twitch drops coming to the viewers for this FNCS season. There is a big change regarding this though, and that is smaller content creators such as myself can't actually apply for drops anymore, and you have to watch like the official Fortnite Twitch accounts. Now the drops are on screen right now, and it's pretty much the same as the previous season. As you see, everything's just kind of like orange colored. The only thing that's really different is the loading screen. Now something I do want to mention is that the back bling, the foam finger back bling, if you've received it from the previous FNCS or the one before that, you have every single variant, so you already technically have one of the drops. But let's talk about something that makes this seem a little bit shady from Epic's side of things. Normally you could just get all the drops right away just by watching, and then boom, here's every single drop they have this season. However, this season they're switching it up and they're going to make a different selection of rewards be available each week. So let's say you watch it on week 1, you could only get like something like the spray. You watch it on week 2, you'll only get a loading screen. And personally, I feel Epic Games is doing this change because they want the FNCS viewer numbers to be higher on Twitch. And if they limit how many times or how many drops you can get a week, then they can change it so that people actually watch longer and watch more often, because they're not just there for, you know, to get the drops and leave completely. They're now there multiple times to try getting a different drop. Now, obviously, you can only get these drops from watching over on twitch.tv, and you'll know if a channel has drops enabled based on if under their stream title it states that drops were enabled, or that you need to link your account in order to receive drops. And that leads us to the comment of the day. Do you guys think Epic Games is doing some really shady stuff by making it so you can only earn certain drops in certain weeks so that view time is higher? Or do you think Epic Games just wants people to, you know, slowly receive the drops instead of just getting them right away? Discuss in the comments down below, but please, as always, be civil about it. My name's FireMonkey. I hope you enjoyed today's video, found it informative, or it helped you plan to get some free drops over on Twitch, and I am out. Peace.